All right. A little TTT a little later, hour 15 minutes or so. Just figured I would pop into a little bit of setup testing. Watch at least the beginning of this race. I may not make the full race. Testing audio and video, a few other little things. Of the Jeudi race that goes off an hour 15 minutes before our TTT does. So I'm watching Rasmus. I noticed he was signed up for our TTT as well a little later. So let's see if he comes. It's pretty impressive to be able to do this race and then pop into any race. I think he's solo, or maybe he has other teammates coming, I hope. It'd be great to have him in with the draft. There's a bot race too. The one we're signed up for, the TTT, is human only. We have 4 of us signed up. We'll be racing the Wadenterror. We have a bot race, bot plus human race, going off a sister race 3 minutes later. So that's a good one for single riders to jump into, like Rasmus, if he sees it and has any interest, then you get bot teammates. But of course, we're always welcoming him in any race. Let's see who else is in here. I recognize, there's Antoine. He's the organizer. Timothy is in. He's been racing a lot lately and getting very well, I noticed too. It's really gotten stronger. Thomas is in. He races a lot. Don't recognize. Oh, Christophe is back and racing again. That's great to see. I know he was traveling or away from the bike for a while. It's great to have him back. He's such a fixture. Oh, my teammate Alex is in there. Great to see. Nicholas is in. The rest of these are bots, and there's Rasmus. I may not know a couple of these riders. I know they favor, this is a human-only race, but during the summer, attendance is down. This is the off-season for indoor racing. On at bots, he'll go back to human-only, I'm sure. Let's watch my teammate. Focus on Alex today. With 1 minute left, so they've got a few strong, very strong human riders, and some bots will be matched to them. Let's see how this goes. All right, Hasim Al-Baker is the top rider. That's a bot. Recognize that. Christophe is the second ranked. These are the anticipated finish. It's based on rankings. Emmanuel Mensch, that's a bot. Forrest, bot. Patrick Jensen, I think, bot, I don't recognize. There's Alex in 7th and Rasmus in 9th. So it may not always reflect people's strengths. It's a little off if you have some DNFs or use training races as trainings and don't really focus on where you finish. May or may not be a good proxy for your finish. But if you do enough of these, you'll eventually settle in at the right point. All right, 5 seconds left. Let's keep an eye on Alexandre. He's been doing some outdoor ridings, and the heat's been incredibly hot in Europe lately. I don't know what it is today, but it's pretty rough in some of the pain caves. Like a lot of guys in the UK race in their garage a lot, which is pretty miserable right now. I forgot to check if that the pacer bot. It looks like it's be with us until about halfway down the velodrome descent. Looks like we do a lap. I forgot to check the course. I'm not very familiar with this one. This one's the climbing course I avoid unless I really have to do them. So this particular course does a lap of the velodrome before descending. We'll get a little bit of time to warm up if they didn't do a good job with that. Let's give Alex a chapeau. So he'll see that on his screen. He's probably streaming, so I never do. He's got a great channel. If he's streaming, Christophe does too. So I don't. I'll record and post later for anybody who wants to. I only stream if those guys aren't. We get full lap and a half on this particular course. It's pretty nice pace. I've grown to like the pace spots. They were meant for the track racing, like a journey to pace Kieran's, etc. I'm not sure they anticipated how much their event organizers would use them. Yeah, see, there's Timothy's response. He likes it too. I don't think they anticipated how much the event organizers would use them just to keep sane starts instead of the sprint from the gun on long races. Crazy indoor racing stuff we all do. It's kind of nice. It gives everybody a better chance for a running start. I think it keeps people in the group longer a little bit, gives everybody at least a chance. So, plus, if you're chronically a poor warmer upper like I am, it gives you a few minutes to get the legs feeling a little better. I'll switch around between other riders. We'll keep an eye on Alexandre. He's real good at catching early breaks, so he's a good one to follow. All right, here's the end of the neutral zone. Let's see, there's Alexandre dropping back a little bit. Now he'll punch through a little bit. Usually push out of here, you just want to catch. There goes Rasmus up ahead of him. You just don't want to be caught out here at this point. They're not really trying to break away permanently or anything. They're just wanting to make sure, and if they catch a fast spot off the front, that they catch the wheel. They'll settle in and see if things break up a little bit. So this is mostly defensive really at this point. Although look at Rasmus go. He's treating this as a hard workout with a good hard start, trying to break things up right off the bat. So there they're settling in. I've got the rear view camera going. On my screen, it's actually 50% of my screen, so I can see a little better than you can while I'm racing. I'm trying that to better catch people coming up from behind so I can anticipate a little better. There comes Timothy. Recognize him. He's on the TT bike. He's an easy one to spot. Watch him for a sec. There he is. All right, so nobody's broken away. There's 24 riders total. It looks like at this point there's no... Things are a little strung out, but nobody got dropped. Let's watch from first person view at this point. Let's see. Here's what first person view looks like. There's Timothy's view. So again, nobody's broken out yet. Now there's been some new bot AI this week, which we've been testing. It's pretty interesting. You'll see more realistic attacks by them in a way. They'll attack, and if it's not going to work, they'll sit up and come back to you. And also the brakes seem like if you want to make them stick, you can't just sit on a fast bot and that'll just drag you an hour and a half to the finish. You want them to succeed, you have to do some work, is what it looks like early on, which is as it should be. So that's a big plus. So no big attacks here. At only 8 kilometer, lots of moderate type wind. You can see the direction. Watch for bots to attack across the tailwinds. You'll definitely see some coming. Hopefully we'll see them coming in the camera. But for now, things are pretty quiet. Maybe with climbs, their AI, bot AI, saves something for the climb. It's interesting. This is a little different than we saw earlier in a flat course where I did, where there was already attacks by this point by bots. This is so far pretty mellow race. There goes Rasmus. Let's see. Rasmus has had enough of that. He wants to try to spur the bots, break things up a little bit. So a lot of us use this as training events too. So if you really want to do some hard efforts, you can incorporate those into the race and try to animate things. I think that's probably what he's doing to see if he can. He's always one of the most aggressive riders. He always animates races, so he's fun to race with. And nobody, I'm a little surprised, none of the bots took up the call. You can watch behind. I don't see any of them. See if it's stretched out. Oh, they're still bunched up, but nobody's dropped. Nobody's following his lead so far. So he's settled in a little bit. Watch his speed. He's still going faster than the other guys. Now he's settling into a TT mode. If he can at least maintain a gap. He's got 9 seconds on him. He's come up to the split road, or is he already? I may have missed it already, I think. Oh, he's already on the split road, sorry. It doesn't really matter if you're solo. He took the low road. Sometimes bots will attack there. They'll perceive their gap coming, so you can see the pace picking up now. That's a little punchy hill, so it's a little hard to judge. He's still got 9 seconds. He's pushing over the top. Down to 8 seconds, so it's pretty hard to go away and stay away, especially on a course like this. They'll be decided on the climbs. Down to 6 seconds, you can see them closing. So you'll see the bots in the rear view camera coming in here. Still one big group. So everybody's biding their time, letting Rasmus hang out in the wind a little bit. Happy with that, with them. Happy letting get away this early, not too worried about that. Rasmus is happy getting a good workout, so everybody's happy. Now we've got a little bit of a break. Let's look at the group here. Starting to stretch out. They dropped a couple of bots. 3 of them look like they've been dropped. Let's go back and make sure there aren't any humans back there. Not that I know of it. Matej, Maxon, and Clara, I think, are bots. Okay, so here we go. So the cot has been made. Let's go up. Let's see. Who's up there now? That's a bot doing 320. Here comes an attack. So let's see. Let's watch this one. See if it's a true attack. Oh, he settled down. So that's a bot, but he attacked a little bit and then sat up. Didn't really. It's kind of faint. There comes Rasmus as the highest speed racer right now. Let's see if he comes back on. So there's only 21 riders in the front group, but that's still a pretty good-sized group. It's unusual to see 90% of the group together at this point. So people are biding their time. All right, so you can see that bot attacked and then faded way back. So let's check out Christophe again from his first-person view. So he's one of the best climbers on the platform, so he's perfectly content sitting in a group, saving his energy, doesn't need to work on the front. People will be very, very hard-pressed to match his pace on probably the last 2 climbs. I doubt he would go for it on the first climb because there's a flat between, so if I were him, I would wait till that last third of the race for sure, but it'll be a small group by then. He and Alexandre are teammates actually in the tandem tomorrow, so they may have some friendly teamwork plans for this. I'm not familiar enough with these bots to know who the climbers are. But you can see, I can't see the draft percentage on spectate mode. But Christophe is sitting nicely in the bunch, getting maximum draft, so doing the little work as he needs to. He's not concerned about anybody breaking away at this point. Even the strong climber bots, he's not concerned about them. All right, we turn into the hills. So we'll pop around North Lake Loop. 4%. You can see the pace picking up, the power picking up. Nobody's attacking really. You just don't want to get dropped here, so you want to stay in the bunch. Let's see with Rasmus. Rasmus is always interesting to watch. Let's see what he does up here. pushing pretty hard off the front. Don't see anybody getting gapped off the back, so. But Rasmus is always an aggressive rider. I think he wants to make sure he gets a good workout, animate races, have some fun. Now you're starting to see some riders stretched out the back. So let's see how many are. There's 21 in this group, well, including those last two. Let's see where we are at the top of the hill. I bet we'll only have 6 or 7 at the top, probably. It's 10 at most. Let's see how it goes. There goes Rasmus giving a push. So he sees the gaps. He'd rather have a small group. Why not? There's Antoine. Let's see again. He's the host, longtime host of this race, going all the way back to our GT days, actually. He's on the main French team called RGT, a bit tongue-in-cheek. I'm not going to try to pronounce the names, but it's the riders, indoor trainer, basically team. The acronym just was chosen to reflect our platform from the old days, RGT. He's doing well. Well done, Antoine. So the group's starting to break up. It's down to 18 now in this front. Looks like a couple more getting stretched out the back. There won't be an all-out climb on this one with the final 2 to come, but the group will thin out. You'll see some attacks by bots. I'm not even sure all the humans will be with this bunch. Hopefully all the humans will survive with a couple of strong bots at the top. That'd be ideal. Everybody's still together. Let's see. Let's see what this. That's a bot. Let's see what he's doing. So he's doing 400. So let's see if he can maintain that. So that's a strong bot. There's 2 of them. So sometimes these climber bots attack but can't sustain them. So that's something that I think was tweaked this week. They may not do these crazy attacks the first 2 minutes, then collapse partway up. Let's see. This will be the first time I've seen bots race on hilly courses, which is one of the reasons I'm recording this. He's maintaining pretty good. That's a lot of times you'd have seen them kind of flame out by this point. That's a pretty tough pace. Alexandre, Rasmus, Christophe, 3 or 4 seconds behind. Timothy's back here, so let's wanted to see what that bot now it looks like. Let's see. He's starting to fade, but there's another bot that picked up the pace. I'll go back to the humans here in just a minute. I just want to understand the bot behavior of these climbs. So this one's keeping up. That's a bot I saw in a race I did a while back, but I hadn't seen him on climbs before. So I have to remember this one. I can't. Oh, okay, there you go. So this is what we'd see before. They would do some pretty crazy pace and then peter out. Now he's picked up the pace again. So it's kind of interesting how they're behaving. So, but Alexander, human, doing a good job matching to go over the top. So they'll definitely be thinned out in this group. So the first 2 ahead of him are bots. He's the first human. Well done, Alexander. Give him another kudos. And Christophe, of course, is with them. I don't even think Christophe he's going maybe 70% at this point. He's not even strained at this point, really. Well, 168, he's working for sure. So his BPM. So I take it back. He is working, but he's a light rider, so that actually is a lot of watts. But he can handle it. He's one of the best. Yeah, well, that shows you Rasmus has been dropped back a little bit and he's fading. So these 2, let's check on this Emmanuel. Now he's kind of, this is what we would see before. They would go hard and then fade. He was at 400 a while back, so they're catching up to him. They will catch him over the top. It looks like there goes Christophe hard. Alexandre, let's make sure he can catch up. It'll be these two with a couple of bots will be the humans in the front group. Let's see if they wait up. It's probably a good idea at this point. Yeah, that's what it looks like Christophe is doing. Again, they're teammates in some events. I'm not at all surprised they're allies in this race, as we do in these races. We like to work together with the humans. So well done, guys. Let me give Christophe a kudos as well. Chapeau. Well done to both those guys. And we'll do the same for Rasmus as he comes over the top. So Rasmus is back there, and then I see Timothy, Nicholas, humans coming up. So those guys are over the top. They've got Emmanuel with them. They'll probably sit up and wait. They may as well at this point. Now here comes Rasmus. He might be able to catch. He's a strong rider on the flat. I think he'll catch up. The question is, do you want to wait for the bots and Timothy behind him? Or does he, there goes Timothy, let me give him a shot. He did a good job getting over the top there. And then Nicholas, let me give him one. As he goes over the top. That's about as much of a climb as I can't say enjoy, but I will voluntarily do. Here comes Antoine. Over the top, I'll try to catch him and Thomas. I think I caught everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Here comes Thomas. Almost. It's almost over the top. Good job. Okay, so let me go back up to the front and see what's going on up there. I apologize to anybody I missed. No, they didn't wait for anybody. Here comes Rasmus. Now 10 seconds behind, so that's supposed to one. These two are together. They're good climbers, and well, they're all both good all-around racers, actually. The question for them is, as they look back, they've got a bot doing 286, but they climbed well, so they probably don't want to, they want to be with that bot on the next climb for sure, since he did so well. They don't want to let him get ahead. There's Rasmus. I would look for Rasmus to work hard to catch up rather than fall back. That's just knowing Rasmus racing with him. He's very strong. Like really good TT there. No surprise at all. There he is attacking. He's definitely interested in catching the two humans up ahead. Well done. That leaves Timothy with a little bit of a bind. He's with a bot, but he's going to catch up. Let's see if he's going to try to bridge up. He's going to be happy to sit with them. It's a tough call. He's only 7 seconds behind Emmanuel Mensa, a bot. 3 humans ahead. And it looks like Rasmus is going to make the catch, so let's see if he can catch it. There he is. So they are definitely, and they'll be happy to have Rasmus with him because he can do pulls on the flats, and he's always willing to work. If you work with him, he'll work with you, which I've always appreciated about Rasmus. Here he comes. Well done. All right, now those 3. Now they have to decide what they want to do. Do they want to try them? It'll probably depend on what Rasmus does. If Rasmus wants him to work, he'll do a pull and expect the same. Let's see what he does. Straight to the front. Good job. And yeah, there he goes. So he's willing to work. Let's see if his partners are too. It's a tricky situation for Christophe and Alexandre, or a good climber, especially Christophe. If the savvy thing to do as a racer is to just sit on and do no work because he knows he can outclimb the other racers. Rasmus is probably in the other bind. He's better on the flats, will probably get dropped on the climbs. he interested in trying to stay ahead of the group behind? Give him time to get a podium by being far enough ahead of the bots behind, or does he not want to do most of the work on the flats and then be tired for the climb? So it's a bit of a tricky situation. Let's see. Well, Alexandre did a pull, so let's see. Maybe they're willing to work, deciding to stay ahead. But they've got this bot just behind. So at this point, it makes sense for them to, if he's going to push, to sit up and wait. They'll watch. If he's faster than the bots behind, it makes sense to wait for him and let him do some work. You can also trade turns with a bot and let them do some of the work and kind of spur them, and that can make you faster. So they'll be watching the gap behind and the closing speed. It's a little artificial now because they're coming down that descent. So let's see what it looks like they're not waiting. They're with Rasmus on the front. Looks like he's not interested in at least sitting up for Emmanuel. So they're going about the same speed. There's Christophe. Let's see. So they're doing some work on the front. You don't see them going too much in the yellow. It's interesting. I'll have to see what they decided. So it's tricky. It's not an obvious choice. Mainly because the larger group is pretty close behind, and with Timothy and Nicholas. Now Nicholas fell back, so this group of 5 or 4 behind Emmanuel, that's group 3. So, but it looks like they're maintaining that gap. There's Alexandre doing some work on the front. So it looks like they're willing to do some work on this front to keep that gap. So it looks like their plan. I think they know they've got some climbing bots, dangerous climbing bots, and some longer climbs, twice as long as what they just did, 2 of them. So at least 4 times as much climbing. So that would give Rasmus something to think about. It looks like he's doing a steady kind of a 300 pace. We saw him doing 400 plus at times on the climb, so he's gaining a little bit. 10 seconds on the behind them. So we've got a few more kilometers until the flat. Comes Rasmus, looks like. I don't know if he got dropped or he's got back intentionally for an attack. Maybe just inattention. Maybe. I don't think that was anything in intention. So they've actually gained on group 3 a little bit, but Emmanuel is just annoyingly just 6 seconds behind, so that's tricky. But they are maintaining on the group behind that, which is down to 3 actually. So there must have been a little bit of an attack bridge attempt behind. So the group's splitting up behind, which is helpful to them. This group of 3 humans. Let's take a look on the helicopter view to see if we can see him. So we can see that bot just tantalizingly close behind them. And he's going slightly faster than the chase group 3, which has Timothy. So Timothy is back there with just 2 bots now. 22 seconds down. So at this point, again, Christophe and Alexandre are good climbers. Won't be too worried about what's coming. They're probably worried a little bit about those 2 bots behind Christophe and Emmanuel, which they saw climb very well, at least at the start of these climbs. And sometimes in the longer climbs, they will fade, so they're less threatening in a way. So Rasmus, as always, is pushing, wants to get a good workout and make the race interesting for himself and everyone. Actually gaining a little bit. He was down to 5-second gap a minute ago. Now it's up to 8. I think these three will come to the bottom of the climb together, and then we'll watch Emmanuel bench that first bot to see if he does that same big attack on the front part of the climb to see if he can bridge up. Timothy's racing much better. His form is really good lately, I've noticed. So, yeah, he does on this climb too. These aren't the real climbs. There's a little bump coming up, but not much. You can really feel it. It's a very steep. I think it's like 12, 13% this first little kicker as you turn into this climb. So you can see Emmanuel slowly catching up. I think they are holding off a little, getting their heart rate down. Now here comes that climb. 6%, 8%. Oh, 12, 10%. This one always stings me. I just can't. There's 12%. I get dropped every time. I just can't punch up like these guys can. So what I wanted to watch was, yeah, here we go. Look at this bot attack at 570 watts. Straight up. See if he goes straight through or sits up. Okay, so straight away. Now he did settle down a little bit. So this is the pace we saw the other guys doing. 415 or now 465. We don't know the weight of the bot, but he's probably pretty light the way he's making these guys work. So now he's settled down to 415 or so. That's what we saw Alexandre doing earlier. So let's drop back. So we'll come back. He can be punching around the corners. Whew. Now it looks like Rasmus is okay. I just wanted to get a feel for what that was doing. Now Rasmus has been dropped. He's going to pace his way up. So the next teams are Christophe and Alexandre are waiting. They're going to pace their way up as well. Maybe they're waiting for Rasmus. Let's see. I think they might be. I think they're not worried about the bot or they'll catch him. I think they're kind of waiting for Rasmus. It looks like, or just pacing themselves up. Now it looks like Alexandre. Okay, here he comes. Again, Christophe. Here he goes. Christophe's finally, I think, taking off. He's the best climbers on the platform. So wins stage races all the time that have mountain stages. So he's become a sprinter and good on the flat. So he does it all these days. So we'll keep an eye on this. Now I'm going to pop up to see what this bot's doing. Now he did a crazy climb the first third. Now it looks like he's settled back down to a pace that Christophe and Alexandre will be able to catch him by the top. Now here we go. This is Christophe's pace. He gets in a he can stand and climb his way up. He's probably recording. I don't know if he's recording now or streaming, but he's amazing at it. Once he gets in a rhythm, he can just go and go. It's really impressive. I think he's in that kind of condition now. I know he's been doing a lot outdoors. Now Alexandre has too. So it looks like it's starting to spread out a little bit. Timothy's still hanging with those two bots. Good for him. We'll go back through as they get to the top. I'll have to take a little break and get on the intermission and get on the bike myself to warm up, and I kind of watch the rest of this race. All right, Christophe is going for it. He has his eye on this bot who he's catching up on. He'll be able to catch up and then sit on if he chooses to. He's probably not too worried about this bot. He would probably sit up and wait rather than try to get a gap on this end and climb again. Because I know he knows he can catch this bot again on the next climb when it goes crazy at the start and then tanks like it has. So he's very experienced at this. He knew he could pace his way up and close that gap. Let's see if he goes on past or if he sits up and waits. Yeah, this makes some sense. Might as well sit up and wait, get some draft the rest of the way up and the descent, and then basically target this bot, which he expects will do the same thing on the next climb too. Let's check out Alexandre. All right, so he'll be clear third spot for the podium. He's just in the middle of Christophe 20 seconds ahead and Rasmus 20 seconds behind. It's probably going to be solo the rest of this one. It won't be long. They've only got 5.2 left, and a couple of those kilometers are real quick descents. So he's almost to the top. Won't take long now. The next climb I actually like it better. It's steadier and less steep. It's easier for me in my style. I don't know if these guys like it as well. All right, so there's Rasmus. He's got a couple guys coming behind him, so he's probably going to wait up at this point. He's probably too far back to catch Alexandre, even working with them on the descent, although he's a great descender. Timothy has done very, very well. He's going to catch up here just at the top, so they will have a good group. Now that is more interesting than I thought. Group 5 over the top looks like Alexandre only 20 seconds ahead, so that's a pickle for Alexandre maybe. Let's see how his legs feel on the next climb. He's been doing a ton of racing lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if his legs are pretty toasty. He's been doing very, very well. 67 steady heart rate all the way up. He's pushing a pretty good pace, so he's not waiting up. Losing a little ground, lost another 10 seconds to Christophe and Emmanuel, then set up ahead. So again, Christophe, check him out over the top. Chapeau. Bot. That bot's still doing 300, so he's got this nice pacer all the way down. So that's smart racing, human bot racing. That's the way to go down. Alexandre doesn't have that benefit. We'll be up over the top here shortly. Rasmus in that group of 5, 20 seconds behind. So 2 humans behind, in the group behind Rasmus and Timothy with 2 bots. He's only got 4.5 kilometers left. All right, let's watch the other guys coming out. Oh, Jeremy, I didn't. That's another human I didn't recognize. So let's give Jeremy a kudos. I apologize, Jeremy. I didn't recognize the name. Hope I haven't missed anybody else. Let's give him one. Timothy. Well done, guys. All right, so now let's watch the gap. 16 seconds at the moment. Yeah, he's pushing hard. So he's more concerned with the group behind him than the idea of trying to catch Christophe and Emmanuel. He's letting that one go, but he wants that podium position. He's got 17 seconds on a group of, well, just 4 now, but 2 humans who will bomb the descent if they choose to. So here comes, yeah. I apologize if some of these books turn out to be humans and I didn't recognize them. Sometimes that happens with a name I don't recognize. I just assume it's a bot. So there are 3 humans I know of, Jeremy, Timothy, and Rasmus in this group, and I'm assuming Christophe is a bot. I think I raced with the bot earlier, so. But I'm most interested in Alexandre because he's going to be, he's most interested in holding that gap, but you can see pushing behind him, up and over that little bump. Now he's got a little more descending, and then the climb to the finish, including a really tough kicker at the top. I think it hits like 16 or 17%. All right, just 2.6 kilometers left. All right, it's all uphill from now. That's the end of the descending. Let's see how much. There he goes. Nice. I wish I could do that. He just attacks to get his speed up, and now he's going to settle into whatever pace he can hold for the next 2.2 kilometers, and hope he can stay ahead of the 3 humans and 1 bot behind him. It'll be interesting to see if any other crazy climber bots come screaming up from the back too. Good power. He's still got a good pace. I think he'll be set. Let's see where Christophe is looking. So, oh, I didn't notice. Well, I missed that. Emmanuel has gone off the front doing his crazy thing again. So let's watch this for a bit. He goes 400 plus, and then he fades down to 300 on the previous climbs, and then Christophe catches up. So that's probably what he's banking on again. It looks like, again, it's interesting to see how the bots are kind of programmed or tuned with their AI to perform. So let's see if they do the same thing on all climbs, or if the final climb they save something and do more. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, there he is. He's dropped down to 300, about halfway up or third of the way up. That's what he did on the previous 2 climb too. So Christophe will have seen that. He knows he's got 18 seconds. He knows the behavior before. He's got some time left. Let's see if he wants to catch us or if he's happy with second. Then we'll fall back and watch the other guys. This is actually interesting. So he's catchable by Christophe, just 20 seconds behind if he chooses to. He may not, but let's see what he does. We'll come back to that. We'll watch that gap. There's 19 seconds. With the manuals, yeah, pegged at 300 now. That's what he did. And who knows if he'll decide to sprint in the last kilometer. Christophe may have given up. Maybe he's assuming that's what would happen. He may not be able to make that effort. Alexandre had 16 seconds at the bottom of the hill, and he's got a couple seconds more. He's holding that gap on Timothy and Jeremy. Rasmus falling off a little bit. It looks like Rasmus has dropped his pace back. Yeah, looks like he's had enough of this pace. Timothy doing well. Well done, Timothy and Jeremy. They're going to try to beat this spot. Looks like Alexander's secure up ahead, growing the gap actually. Well done, guys. So with a kilometer left, Emmanuel still pegged on 300. Doesn't look like he'll attack, but Christophe has decided he's okay with second position on the podium today in this one. It's Alexandre behind again. I think he's not thinking of catching Christophe. He's wanting to secure his podium spot and just maintain that gap behind. But nobody has a final attack in the last kilometer. Well done. Jeremy and Timothy behind. So again, they're going to be fighting. This will be an interesting battle for the 4th spot. Rasmus, it looks like he's pegged onto that bot coming behind. So that's good. He's caught the bot. Get a little shallower up here so you can still get some draft. We can't see their draft percentage in this view, this spectate mode. I don't know Jeremy, but it looks like he's a good climber. Alexandre has maintained that gap. here's that part. It's only 2%, so you get good draft here, but then it starts to get steeper and then very steep here at the end. So we'll come back to this group, but let's watch the finish. I don't think Christophe is thinking of. Looks like he's not thinking of attacking to catch up. Yeah, it looks like Emmanuel has picked up the pace down to 360. That's probably what Christophe anticipated. It wasn't going to be worth his time today to tackle this bot. So you pick your battles. Blame him there. So there goes Christophe. He's got this steep bit coming. He's only 300 meters from the top, but there's that 17% kicker right up here. He's secure for his second place on the podium. So he's back down to 300. So it's interesting how their behavior is programmed. So, you know, on a day he'd really gone for it, Christophe could have absolutely had this race, but you know, he's picking and choosing his races. Good for him. Here he comes. He's giving it an effort up this climb. Give him a chapeau, final one, and then we'll drop back and watch the other guys as they come through. Renou across the line. All right, second spot. Now watch Alexandre finish. Now he's secure. He's got his podium spot, and he's not in any danger from behind. But we'll watch the real battle coming up here just behind him. In fact, only 20 seconds behind. They can't catch now. Just 100 meters left. So Alexandre is secure. All right, let's give him a chapeau, and then let's watch the finish here. From behind Timothy. Let's see if he can. Here he is, 13%, 15%. He's got one bot just ahead of him, and I think he gets 16%, 17%. 100 meters left. There's Jeremy just ahead of him. And Jeremy's definitely got legs. Look at that. He's pushing over the top 500. So well done. Let's see if we can still give chapeau to both these gentlemen. That's great. It's great to see Timothy do so well. Here comes Rasmus. All right. So the top ranked bot is Hassim Al-Baker, but he may not be super at climbing. I think I see him on the flat races, but I don't know him that well. Though I know there's Antoine back there. He is cruising in, it looks like, on this last climb. I won't be able to watch the rest of the race. I've got to prepare for my TTT. So I'm going to take a little intermission, get my setup going, start pedaling, and then I'll watch the rest of these racers as they come through for a little bit, and then start to get warmed up myself and then switch over to my race. But I'll pause the audio at least for a bit. I'll be back shortly. All right, just testing. All right, testing sound. That was it was fun to watch that race. It was interesting. Yeah, congratulations, Christophe, Alexandre, Timothy, Jeremy, and Rasmus. Well done, guys. I think I've got my setup right. One of the reasons I'm wanting to watch that race and do a little testing, just doing a bit of testing some of the recording equipment. So far, so good with audio, but now I got to turn on the portable AC and fan, so it's gonna be an extreme test of the noise reduction.
Who are you talking to, Rob?
Oh, hey, Peter. Myself. I'm I'm recording. I was recording the race just before the Jeudi race. It was pretty good. Alexandre raced in it. I'm trying to get my audio squared away, which sounds good. And then I turn on the loud AC and the fans, and the noise reduction really struggles. But you always sound good. What is your setup? You got something?
Yeah, I've got a decent microphone, and I've just got it sort of pointed away from the. Oh, it's right near my mouth.
Oh,
and it doesn't get hit by the fan. But it's quite good. I used to do a bit of streaming on Zwift, but stopped doing it.
I've seen some of yours. It was interesting to learn how to do, but I've kind of fallen out of it too, especially with so many other guys doing it.
Yeah,
I kind of fell away, but it's fun to learn to do. Now, how do you? Because I think that's one of my problems. I've got a stand sitting on my table, but it's not. I probably need a boom to have it right in my face.
I've got this. It's a cheap, like, I don't know what you call it, but yeah, it's like a boom, but it's just a cheap, like, desk lamp. You know, like a desk lamp thing.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm in my garage. It's just sort of tethered to the ceiling, and then it just hangs down in front of my mouth.
When you're flailing around and sprinting and desperately trying to, it doesn't get in your way, or you're able to?
Well, it does sometimes. It's not too close. It's like it is in the bit of the. If I'm sprinting, like my head gets near it.
Interesting.
I'll probably get a lot louder when I'm sprinting.
If we hear a loud thump, we'll know, followed by a curse. We'll know exactly what happened. I should probably try that. I was thinking about buying some acoustic panels because try to box it in a little bit. I'm not sure. Actually, I should be amazed.
Main thing I found is to not let the wind be hitting it, from your fan. And I found it was like hitting my body and sort of almost bouncing up onto it.
Oh, interesting. But it's actually, maybe I'll go back to this foam pad idea because it's kind of up against the wall. I could put the foam padding against the wall, and then the screen I use, the CRT, or the video screen would help block. I may tinker with that a little bit. Thanks for the tips. So how's your summer going?
Yeah, nice.
Very good. You got the new job. I hope everything's settled in.
New job, yeah. Yeah, I'm not managing to do as much, so it's calming down a bit. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, it always takes time. Good for you. Well, we're glad to have you anytime.
I have a meeting every day at like 5 o'clock with the Americans, because we have talked to the Americans.
Oh.
We have a handover to the Americans. In LA, I think they are. So I have to have that meeting late on. I can't finish till 6, and then got to put the kids to bed. I haven't really got time to. By the time I put the kids to bed, it's 8 o'clock. I don't really fancy getting on the bike that often.
I don't blame you. I really struggle in the evenings to get motivated and have the energy to do it. I don't even have a job, so, or kids. I sit around all day and I still can't do it.
Yeah, I used to do it quite late. But
it's impressive.
And I can't get up early.
That is.
I'd like to do it at about 7 o'clock, really, or half. Well, time I'm doing it now. It's just tricky.
Well, we're grateful to you guys. Quite a few of you have young kids. I don't know how you do it with careers and kids, still have the energy to do it. So we're always just glad when you can race.
Trying to get my headphones to connect, but I can't get them to connect. It's a normal pain.
Huh. Everything sounds good on this end.
Yeah, I just normally wear the headphones so that you don't get an echo from
No,
you talking. But I don't think it does pick it up really, so I probably don't need to. Really.
Oh, I hope I'm not. I think I've got mine set up. Meaning, when I'm speaking, you're getting an echo from.
No. I just mean that if I'm not got my headphones in, you know, the sound's coming out the telly, and the microphone might pick it up.
Ah, I see.
But it does. I don't think it does really.
Yeah, it took me a while to get all that squared. Squared. No, you sound fine. I hear no feedback or echo or anything.
Can't get them to work. Bloody Bluetooth.
Yeah, I basically had to do everything on the desktop. I had to take my phone out of basically out of the system in order. Otherwise, I just couldn't get it all to work.
Yeah, it's so annoying that it just it can be working perfectly and then come back next time and it won't pair or whatever. Use OBS to stream.
Yeah, I'm no expert at it. I learned just enough, and I tinkered around with. I put on the review camera by using a second screen and blew up all my banners and everything, messing around with it. So
Yeah, that's one annoying thing about OBS. You seem to get it sorted with that as well, and then it just you update it or something and it loses everything.
yeah, exactly. And I can't figure out which defaults it went back to, and it's. But I guess for the price, I plan. No, it's pretty interesting. I know Alex Gold's real talented with it. Both Alexes are. So, I'm just a neophyte, and Simpson taught me about it. But I just know the basics, how to do one kind of thing. It's pretty cool. There's Mitja.
Right.
In fact, I'm going to turn on. You can give me some feedback. I'm going to turn on my AC unit. Tell me how much worse the sound gets in about 3 seconds. Okay, now it's on.
I can't hear it.
Oh, really? Does the quality of my voice get noticeably worse?
Maybe a tiny bit, but not. I don't know. I wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't said.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Huh? Maybe I've been too critical of it. It's pretty amazing. It's loud in here. It's a pretty echoey room. It's pretty amazing. It can filter that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the feedback. I got one more fan to put. So I have 2 fans, an AC unit. So I'm doing the opposite of Mitja out there doing his heat training. I'm desperately trying to keep cool as I can in the races, but it's interesting what he's been teaching me stuff.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I need to set up this Discord thing on my backup computer, so I was not sure if you can hear me.
In fact, I think you sound clearer than normal.
Oh, really?
It's at least the volume is higher. Yeah, no, sounds really good.
Cool.
Is it still hot in the UK, Peter?
Not too bad. It's not that nice at the moment. It's warm, but a bit grey. Well, there you got a bit of a heat wave there.
We finally got our first heat wave this week, so we've been luckier than you. Actually, we've been cooler than you for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I'm in the southern U.S., so it's usual. But I can't complain about heat compared to Mitja. it's
Yeah, it's first heat wave here also, and I'm also exaggerating here myself. So yeah, it's bad.
What's the
But
normal?
not right now. Right now it's the evening here, so it's getting cooler, and I have my fans on. So right now it's perfect.
Okay.
Where are you? Where are you? Sorry, I don't know.
I'm in Istria in Croatia
Croatia.
right now.
It gets warm there. Oh, are you away? You don't live there?
No, I don't live here. I'm here on vacation. Yeah,
Where do you
but you
live?
usually stay here for a month and a half, something like that. So it's basically summer. My summer retreat.
Right. Where are you from?
Slovenia.
Slovenia. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's not too far to Croatia.
Oh, it's actually only by car. It's only I think 180 kilometers, like 2 hours and a half of riding. I mean driving.
You don't cycle down.
Yeah. I usually go with the bike.
Yeah.
And if I go with the bike, it's around 230 kilometers. If I'm not doing any, climbs and going around and so on.
Nice.
I never go straight to this place with a bike.
So you smuggled your trainer this time. How long did it take before it was discovered that you brought your trainer?
Actually, before it was packed, she knew what I was planning.
Thank you for that, and thank her for us. Evan did the same thing to his cabin. He would sneak it into the car. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, why would it be easier for him than it's for us? It's the same, I think.
Our wives are very patient with us.
I'm all paired up now.
Oh, good. We were comparing technical notes about microphones and pairing and everything.
My headphones weren't working, so I turned off Bluetooth, turned it on again. The headphones started working, but then I realised that it kicked off all the smart trainer and stuff. To restart TrainingPeaks. Has there been an update to TrainingPeaks, you say? Updated the bots or something?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was watching the Jeudi race just before this, was to see, spectating it and recording them.
The other day by some bots. I think because I'm unfit, but it still thinks that I'm where I was. So I got absolutely smashed by the bot twice in a row.
Yeah, it is funny. I used to be third ranked in most of my bot races, but now sometimes in the bottom third, everything got reset. But there are a couple races on flat courses anyway. They're a little smarter. They sit up. And if an attack isn't going to work, it just made it. It seems like the bots are a little smarter. So we've had some interesting races. But I haven't tried climbing with them yet.
I did that Monday race, and they I got away from. Well, there was two bots like like 2 minutes back. They ended up lapping me. It's just like, I don't know. They seem to be able to catch you up. I know human would be able to catch you up.
Some of them are crazy. I had one do over a 2,000 watt sprint for like 35th place or something the other day.
Is this an open class or limited to your abilities?
The one on Monday was open, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did a matchmaking one, so yeah, this week's update, they had some improved bot AI, so that's what we've been looking at. It's definitely better. There's always room for improvement still. But
We should do proper like a TT bot, like a specific TT bot that like you could actually tell it what you wanted to do. So right, you're on the front now. Or do like proper rotations. I assume at the moment they just sort of go for it, don't they?
they are a little funny because if you sit on the front, they'll let you, but if you kind of force them to go to the front, they'll start pulling. So there's some rudimentary.
I think it'd be nice if you could actually give them a rotation, so you can say, right, I want
exactly.
bot A to go first, bot B to go second.
Well, that would be fun. Fantastic. I do that just for workouts, even. Just fun way to do it.
Yeah.
Guys, just heads up. So my internet connection here should be fine. Should be. But if I get drops or you can't see me or whatever, you just continue with your effort, and I will catch up or I will drop
Or not.
if my connection drops or fails totally.
Sounds good. Hopefully not. I'm supposed to have storms coming through myself, so hopefully I won't have trouble either.
Yeah, I'm cellular data here, so there's no other connection. So, and it's not really stable. It's fine for surfing and videos and so on. But yesterday I tested it on the TPV. I noticed some drops, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Well, we're glad you're here. Thanks for going to all the trouble to be here with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I just love this racing with you, so why not?
Oh, likewise. In fact, my fitness has fallen, so I'm doing kind of a reset, and TTT is pretty much the only one of the few races I'm doing anymore, just that plus spot training races until I can hopefully get back.
Well, rest is part of the training, so why not?
Yeah, that's what I got it too. Just a lot more fun.
Hey, Evan.
Hey, Evan.
Hey, Evan.
There's a bit of a climb in this one.
Yeah. It's oof. I think it was like 4.5 minutes for me the other day when I previewed it, but
Yeah. At least it's only 16K.
It's not too bad. No wind anyway, so maybe baseline will be a little easier, I hope, to maintain.
Yeah. No 1.5 minute pulls from me today.
Yeah, it's just feel free to sit in and skip until you. Evan's been a little under the weather actually this week, so whatever
Should be okay.
whatever's manageable, definitely don't do any harm. I'll kick off with, I'll just do a 60-second steady pull, starting about 400, and then try to maintain that for the first minute, and then we can go alphabetical from there by first name. Sound good? Hey, Paul's here.
Cool.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
I couldn't see my brothers in arms going into battle.
Good
Oh,
man.
that's nice to hear. 2 minutes pulls for you.
Our new yawn has
Welcome
arrived.
back here.
I don't know about that. A bit up to shape at the moment. There we go.
Glad you're here, Paul. Thank you.
Thank you.
Regular tactics.
Yeah, I'll kick off. I'll do a minute. Just start it. We don't need to kill ourselves at this thing. 400 watt start, everybody, and then I'll do a 400 watt pull. Go from there. We'll see how Evan feels.
Okay.
He may be skipping some with he's a little under the weather, so up to you, Evan. So don't feel pressure.
I'll let you know. I think I'm fine.
Okay. All right, 15 seconds.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck, guys.
Well,
All right. Spin them up. Oh, I forgot to get my TT bike.
oh no.
Won't matter.
Spoil the pictures.
So
Sorry.
I'll take it from 1 to 2.
Sounds good. Sorry, I wasn't watching the screen right.
Thank you.
Mitja ready in 5. Coming up.
Yeah.
All 3 to 4.
Nice work, guys.
I'll let you in, Peter.
Okay.
Ten seconds, Peter.
Yeah, on in 10. I'll go to 5 minutes.
Okay.
We're dropping some. A bit.
Oh, we're okay. We're okay.
Okay, Rob will come up from 5 to 6.
Five. Pete off in 5.
All right.
Here I come.
Kevin, so from 6 to 7. Coming through.
Thanks, Ed.
Sorry about you.
All right.
Ten seconds.
Mitja coming up. 7 to 8.
Oh,
First lap looks a lot different to the second lap.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that first one.
All from 8 to 9. Okay, pull up.
Peter up next. Till 10 minutes. All right, going through.
Okay.
Sorry.
Up in 10.
Okay, Rob coming up at 10.
Feet off.
That was some full, Peter. Great work.
Really was, thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
A little bit of a gap.
Mitja closing.
Yeah, all right.
No.
All right, we'll just steady up whoever can lead us up it. Don't worry, if you're not dead in the draft. We'll go up together.
Oh.
Last bit of rest.
Yeah, I mean, it really helped.
Let's go.
That's it for me, guys. Sorry. I'm starting to feel unwell.
It's okay, Evan, thank you.
Okay, no worries.
That's all.
Oh, good.
Great work, Evan.
Sorry.
No, I'm glad you're not pushing it before you're ready.
I know.
Great work, Paul.
Struggling a bit.
One more minute, Paul. I mean, Peter, sorry.
Oh, guys, nearly there. Come on, guys, come on. Well, guys, we're there. There's the top. Well done, guys.
Well done.
Power over the top. Keep going. Keep going. Well, keep going. Keep it going. Come on. Over the top.
Oh,
Well done, guys.
oh God. I'm hanging on a bit now.
I just recuperate.
Go, Peter.
All right, Rob will come up from 16 to 17.
Yeah, I think so.
Ball 17 to 18. Take a rest on this one, Pete.
Okay. Oh, this is nicer.
Ball 17 to 18.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay. Who's up next, guys?
I'll come through.
Okay.
All right, Peter.
Okay, Pete.
I might not. I'll just do what I can. Might not do a minute. Right, coming through.
Okay.
I'll
Well, Peter.
do 45, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. You're off.
Mike, you're up.
Mitja coming up.
Catch on if you
I will wait
can.
for you, Pete.
Thanks, Peter.
Catch on if you can, mate. Well done.
Come on.
Hold on, Peter.
Oops, sorry.
Back to the finish, almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Mitja to 20.
Okay. Rob will go from 20.
Okay.
Okay, Rob coming up from 21.
Okay there, mate. Well done.
Coming.
Well done. Come on, guys. 1K to go. All coming through.
Hey, Rob.
Peter. Catch on, Rob, if you can.
I'm going to push through.
Yeah,
And
go if you
stop.
can.
No, I can't really. Sorry.
Yeah, go.
A little bit.
Come on, guys, all in.
All right.
Go on, Rob. Well, Peter, what are you? Come on.
Oh,
Well, Peter.
Hold on, yeah.
Yeah.
oh no.
Well done, guys.
Oh. Oh.
Fine.
Oh, God. That's hard.
Hooey.
That was strong finish, guys.
Yeah, great job.
Great work.
Thank you, Paul. That was a big pull all the way up and then on the way down. So,
13.
and then the finish.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
Oh.
Well,
Good formation all the way, I think.
Yeah, it's good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, without the wind, it's that time. A couple of times I missed it. I was screwing around with the camera again. Messed up a little bit. Sorry about that, but it was a lot easier actually. I'm getting used to first person camera.
All right, guys. I had to let go, but not feeling 100%.
Yeah, I know. I'm impressed you came at all, Heaven. Thank you. I know you've been feeling bad all week, so thank you for those polls in the draft and stuff. So thank you for that. Thanks, guys. Great job. I'll get it posted, and we'll see what next week's courses bring. I'm not sure yet. So
Catch you next week.
Yeah, thanks so much,
Great,
Paul. Glad you came.
Well done.
Glad you came, Peter and Paul. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, see ya.
Thanks,
I'm
Mitja.
just going,
Yeah.
just finishing now.
Okay, very good.
Oh. Zero.
Ooh.
No. Maybe share. No, don't.
Trying to give you a chapeau, Evan, but it won't let me do it.
I'm just dressing up. I'm dressing up for heat training.
Oh man, I wouldn't want to be doing your
already
laundry.
cooking.
It is 25 degrees out here.
That's summer.
Oh, I feel for the person doing your laundry this holiday. That's all I know.
You know, Natasha raised me well, so I'm doing my own laundry. So
Good for her.
good for her. Yeah.
That's funny.
I
Well,
do so too. That's not touching anything of mine. It's biohazard.
all right, guys. Thanks so
Okay,
much.
guys,
Have a good evening. Hope you feel better. Get some rest, Evan. Get some hydrated and rest up. And don't worry about tomorrow. If you don't feel any better tomorrow, we can skip that. Don't.
I
worry
will
about
see.
that. Yeah. Please don't feel pressure for that stage. So.
No.
All right,
you
guys.
know.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Take care. All right. Wrapping up. I popped out a race radio. Our TTT. Paul came at last night. We figured out 4. Peter signed up earlier today. That was grateful. And then Paul came at the last minute and then did a ton of work. So huge thanks to Paul. I think that was the fastest score so far. Well done. So much appreciated. Evan's been sick all week. He's such a trooper. I seriously doubt I would have even been able to show up in the pen, but he's real tough that way. So, but I'm glad to see he also didn't push himself too much. So, health first, we always say. But except for my own screw ups, I think we did have. Peter's right. We did have a pretty good baseline at time. It's easier without the wind. Pretty good numbers there for us, so we're pretty pleased with that. It's tough with the climb. I think we actually got over pretty darn quick. Of course, I don't think we were really waiting on anybody. We were all. I think Paul was waiting on us, but the rest of us right there, I think. So anyway, I don't think we could have got over that collectively any faster. So pleased with that. Wadenterror did well, so posted their score. It'll be a high scoring one as well. So all right, thanks. I'll get both races posted and check out my new audio settings to see how they did. All right, thanks for watching.